Hello! My name's Bodach. How are you all this evening? How are you? I've dedicated my life to find my wife's murderer. If you can recommend someone, do let me know. Why do scuba divers fall backwards out of the boat? Because if they fell forwards, they'd still be in the boat. Dating in your 30s is like looking for a parking spot. The good ones are all taken, and the rest are either handicapped or too far away. The shape that your mouth makes when you say the word poop is the same that your anus makes when having a poop. My girlfriend's birthday is in a week, and she said nothing would make me happier than a diamond ring. So I got her nothing. Two guys were digging a ditch when one made a careless swipe with his spade and cut off the other's ear. "Help me find it in all this mud," said the second guy. "If we find it, they can sew it back on." After a couple of minutes, his comrade triumphantly shouted, "Here it is," handing the ear back to him. "That's not it," said the first guy, throwing the ear back in the muddy ditch. "Mine had a pencil behind it." He's a builder, he had a pencil. It's not funny if I have to explain the joke. I got fired on the first day of my new job for asking customers if they would prefer smoking or non-smoking. Apparently, the correct phrase is cremation or burial. Did you know who was captain of the Ocean Gate Titan sub was? Captain Crunch. That's not too soon. It's like a few weeks ago in internet days, that's years. I got pulled over by a female cop. When I rolled down my window to ask what was wrong, she said, "Oh, nothing." You know, because women are so naturally passive-aggressive. I don't want to explain the jokes. I was having a rough day, so my wife suggested we make bread dough together. I needed that.
Ugh.
Remember, back in the day when your TV wouldn't work, so you'd bang it a few times? I tried that with my dishwasher, but unfortunately, she ended up pregnant. Never date a tennis player. Love means nothing to them. What did the leper say to the prostitute? "Keep the tip." Because his bell end detached, it fell off, stayed inside her. Ugh. I got kicked out of the hospital. Apparently, the sign "stroke patients here" means something totally different. I stroked them. I stroked them a lot. I used to hate body hair, but it grew on me. Americans do use the metric system because they use 9mm at school. Ooh, 9mm at school. Ooh, that's going to get me banned. I went to the doctors recently. He said, "Don't eat anything, fatty." I said, "What? Like bacon and burgers?" And he said, no, Atty, don't eat anything. My doctor's an arsehole. At a funeral... Actually, no, scrap that one. What's the difference between Jesus and a picture of Jesus? It only takes one nail to hang a picture of Jesus. My girlfriend said to me the other day, if anything ever happens to me, I want you to meet someone new. Apparently, getting stuck in traffic doesn't count as anything. God damn it, she was livid. Why did the chicken commit suicide? To get to the other side. Because it's a ghost chicken. It's a ghost chicken. Okay. My girlfriend said I'm an idiot who can't do anything right. So I packed her bags and left. My marriage was like a hurricane. At the beginning, there was a lot of blowing. But at the end, I lost my house. I began to carry a knife since a robbery attempt a few years ago. Since then, it's been a lot easier to rob people. What's the difference between a calorie and a dick? Your mum can tell you how many calories she eats per day. Oh, your mum's a slut. I called the suicide hotline today. They left me hanging. I like my women like I like my microwave. In the kitchen and ready to kill any baby I put inside them. A wife is like a hand grenade. Take off the ring and say goodbye to your house. What's the difference between weed and pussy? If you can smell weed from across the room, that means it's good. Excuse me, I said to the woman sat in front of me on the bus. You have some semen on the back of your jacket. I'm sure it's not semen, she said. It's probably yogurt. It's definitely semen, I said. I don't ejaculate yogurt. The neighbour's dog. The neighbour's dog. He shat in our garden, so my wife told me to get a shovel and throw it over the fence. I don't see what that solved. Now we've got dog shit in our garden and the neighbour have our shovel. If a woman drinks 2 glasses of wine a day, it could increase the chances of a stroke. But if you let her finish the bottle, she'll probably suck it as well. As I get older, I remember all the people I lost along the way. Maybe a career as a tour guide was not the right decision. My boss told me to have a good day. So I went home. How many emo kids does it take to screw in a light bulb? None. They all sit in the dark and cry. I just read that someone in London gets stabbed every 52 seconds. Poor guy. What's red and bad for your teeth? A brick. Because you know you get your face smashed in with a brick. Give a man a match and he'll be warm for a few hours. Set a man on fire and he'll be warm for the rest of his life. I was reading a great book about an immortal dog the other day. It was impossible to put down. Never break someone's heart. They only have one. Break their bones instead. They have 206 of them. Oh, come on. That's all right. I'll never forget my granddad's last words to me just before he died. Are you still holding that ladder? Today, I made a decision to visit my childhood home. I asked the residents if I could come inside because I was feeling a bit nostalgic. However, they refused and slammed the door in my face. My parents are just the worst. It turns out that a major new study recently found that humans eat more bananas than monkeys. And it's true. I can't remember the last time I ate a monkey. I work with animals. The guy says to his date, I work with animals, he said. Oh, that's so sweet, she replies. I love a man who cares about animals. What do you do for work? The man says, I'm a butcher. Still technically works with animals. Today was a terrible day. My ex got hit by a bus. And I lost my job as a bus driver. I was in Russia listening to a stand-up comedian making fun of Putin. The jokes weren't that good, but I liked the execution. A fucking missile hit his plane while he was flying home. That's what happened to him. You don't need a parachute to go skydiving. You need a parachute to go skydiving twice. Why can't orphans play baseball? They don't know where home is. My elderly relatives like to tease me at weddings, saying, you'll be next. They stopped once I started doing the same to them at funerals. I was digging in our garden when I found a chest full of gold coins. I was about to run straight home to tell my wife about it. But then I remembered why I was digging in our garden. You know, because I was burying my wife. She's dead. I don't have a carbon footprint. I just drive everywhere. Yeah, how dare I? How dare you? When I see the names of lovers engraved on a tree, I don't find it cute or romantic. I find it weird how many people take knives with them on dates. I have a fish that can break dance. Only for 20 seconds though. And only once. My grandfather says I'm too reliant on technology. I called him a hypocrite and unplugged his life support. 2 hunters are in the woods when one of them collapses. His hunting buddy immediately calls 911. My friend isn't breathing, he shouts into the phone. What should I do? Relax, the operator tells him. I can help. But first, let's make sure he's dead. There's silence. And then you hear a gunshot. The guy gets back to the phone and says, okay, now what? Alright, one last one for me tonight. One last one for me. My girlfriend's dog died, so I tried to cheer her up by getting her an identical one. But it just made her more upset. She screamed at me asking, what am I supposed to do with 2 dead dogs? Thank you, thank you. Enjoy the rest of your night.